Let's just say I was outside, okay? I was outside.
My neck is flossy, make big deposits. My gloss is popping. You like my hair? She thinks, just bought it. I see it, I like it. Yeah, I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it.
Hey girl, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is a Q&A and it has a little bit of a nighttime vibe. I am filming this at night, so hopefully the lighting is okay. A while ago on Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me some questions for this Q&A, and I know that those of you who asked questions have probably been wondering when I was going to answer them, so I honestly just felt like sitting down and talking with you guys tonight. Thank you to everyone that asked questions. If you didn't get a chance to ask me anything, I will definitely be doing more Q&As, but make sure you follow me over on Instagram because that is where I will post you know, the little box so you guys can drop your questions in. So let me just go back into Instagram and pull up the questions for all. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first question, which is, how do you like Texas? We are thinking about leaving Cali. First of all, hey girl. So to give you guys a little bit of backstory, I am not actually from Texas. I was born in Oklahoma, but most of my childhood from the age of like 6 to now has occurred in Texas. So I went to elementary, middle, and graduated high school from here in Texas. So with that said, I really don't have anything to compare it to, but I personally like living in Texas. I am interested in moving other places just to see what it's like, but I do think Texas is a very good place to have a family and to raise kids. The school districts are really great, and I do think Texas is such a big place that you can really find what you're looking for if you know what you're looking for. If you kind of want more of like a ritzy vibe, if you want the downtown vibe, if you want the city vibe, if you want the suburban vibe, there's so many different pockets of Texas that can offer you what you want. I've seen so many different versatile cities here in Texas that I definitely would recommend, even if you don't stay here forever, living here for a little bit, because like I said, it's just so big and there's so much to do and see here, and I really feel like there is a city in Texas for everyone, and you get to kind of dib and dab in what you choose to be a part of. So if you want to go downtown because you want to be in Deep Ellum and go bar hopping, then you can. Or if you want to live like a recluse, you can move out to I don't even know, one of these random Texas cities, East Texas. I don't know, no offense if you're from East Texas, but yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of something for everybody in Texas, so I would definitely recommend it. Next question is, how did you and Babe meet? Do you plan on having more kids? So my boyfriend and I actually met on a dating app, like I don't even know how long ago. I want to say in had to have been like 2018. We met on a dating app. I want to say it was POF, but y'all, I really don't know, because at that time in my life, y'all, let's just say I was outside, okay? I was outside. I met on a dating app, and from then we started talking a lot on Snapchat, and then we hung out a couple of times, and I thought he was really, really cool and really sweet, but then it just kind of never evolved into anything. We were both at very stagnant places in our life, but places in our life where it was difficult to see each other and also difficult to like have a relationship. I was living at home with my parents with no car, and he was living with his mom and also in school with no car. So we both were kind of like in a place where dating should not have been a priority for us, but I mean, at the same time, you young and you want to have fun, so you make stuff happen. We stopped talking for a little bit. If you guys want like the the details of that, then maybe me and him can do a story time of like our full timeline, because this is very watered down. We stopped talking for a little bit, and then one day I came across his profile in the People You May Know on Instagram, and then I ended up following him. He'll claim that I messaged him, but I'm not that bold, and I would never have, especially because we had gone so long without talking, and we kind of left off in a weird place. So I followed him just because in that moment, it was sort of impulse, but I knew that I didn't want to lose contact with him again or lose track of him again because we hadn't talked in so long. So I followed him, and then he slid in my DMs, and from then on, you know, we started seeing each other, especially very heavily during the pandemic, like the beginning of the pandemic, and then that's kind of that. So yeah, it's a POF love story. Do we want more kids? Absolutely. I have 2 kids. If you are new, I have 2 little girls that are not his, and he has no kids. So of course we want more kids, especially when we are married and financially stable enough to have more babies. I know that you can never really be like ready for babies, but I have a pretty good idea of what babies need, and I know what kind of life I want to be living when I have another kid. I don't want to be worried about bills. I don't want to be working. I want to be at home enjoying myself and just focusing on my pregnancy and my baby. I think in total we want between 3 to 5 kids. So with that being said, we already have 2. So yeah, this person said you really gave me plus size model vibes. Well, thank you, girl. That's what I'm going for. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you probably don't know what she's talking about. But I have it in my bio that I'm a plus size model. I have only modeled like for someone, I think once, but it's definitely something I'm interested in and definitely something that I want to get into as my brand continues to grow. So thank you so much. I appreciate you for saying that. And yeah, I'm manifesting it, sis. I love seeing people like me working with bigger brands and doing photo shoots and stuff like that, and that's definitely something that I want for myself. The next question is, do you miss working from home? So I actually currently work from home until the foreseeable future. Honestly, my workplace is taking COVID very, very seriously, thankfully, and we are pretty much working from home exclusively until further notice. So I will say, when I was in the office, did I miss working from home? Not really. I am honestly someone who really struggles with anxiety, and routines help me, so leaving the house every morning helps me. However, I will say that since I've been working from home for, it's been almost 2 months now, I really have built routines that help me, and I thankfully have the flexibility from time to time in my job that I can work from different places. So if I want to go to my mom's house and work, I can, or I can go to a cute coffee shop and stuff like that. So I am really grateful and blessed to be able to work from home, because I know that not everyone gets to do that. Okay, so the next question is, was it easy to date after breaking up with the girls' dads? So if you're new here, I do have 2 kids and they both have different dads. So for Mila's dad, I had Mila when I was 18. So saying that is pretty much self-explanatory. I was super young, so no, it didn't really take a lot for me to date after him, nor was I super interested in dating right after him. I was interested in, you know, learning how to be a mom and just being with this new human that I had made. I will also say the fact that he wasn't super interested in being a dad made the process a lot easier, because I was all about her. I was all about being her mom and super involved. And once I realized that he only really wanted to come around to see me and really not so much his baby, you know, that, you know, nothing was, the spark was gone, okay? The spark was gone. Of course, at one point or another, I wanted us to be a family and, you know, all the things that you want when you have a baby. I quickly realized that he wasn't wanting to be a father, and, you know, that just didn't align with what I wanted. And for Zara's dad, that situation was really complicated. The breakup was definitely not something that I saw coming, so to speak. So yes, it was a lot more difficult to move on after him. And even when I began dating at first, it was just like I was dating people that I knew were not people that I wanted to take seriously. Like, they were people that were very temporary, people that I was using to kind of band-aid my feelings and just see if I was ready to date again. So I will say, for my breakup with Zara's dad, it was a lot more of a slow process to get back into dating versus when I was with Mila's dad, but also I had aged some. Okay, y'all, so the next question is, how do you manage your finances as a single mom? The truth is, I don't. I have a financial advisor who helps me so much, and honestly, I have not been meeting with him as much as I need to be, and I have been feeling that. Honestly, I have a lot of financial goals for this year, so I will definitely be getting back on a regular cadence of meeting with him, because I could for sure tell a difference in my life and obviously in my budgeting and my bank account when I was very heavily, you know, implementing his practices and the plans that we talk about whenever we meet. So truthfully, money is not something that I've been good at, but I'm trying to learn to be good at, just because it's just not, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not someone who is innately great at money and saving. It's just not something that I'm, you know, good at, unfortunately. But I think knowing yourself is the best way to be in control of your finances. If you're someone who is impulsive, who is addicted to shopping, if you know, you just cannot ever seem to save money, I think you should like outsource and maybe get help. Obviously, if you can't get a financial advisor, then, you know, maybe from a friend who's really good with money or a family member who's really good with money, to just kind of sit down with you and help you walk through how to save and how to budget and stuff like that. I've had these conversations with one of my cousins who's really good with money, some of my friends who are investing and who are really good at saving. Like I said, knowing myself has been the best thing for my pocket. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. I want to be able to just have the discipline to just do what I'm supposed to do, but I don't have that right now. I think knowing that really helps me set myself up for success, because I don't try to put it all on me when I have people in place to help me with that. Okay, so this is the last question, which is, do the girls ask about their dads and how do they manage it, or how do I manage it? So for Mila, my oldest, she sees her dad. She doesn't see him on any type of regular basis, but her grandma on her dad's side, like, so her dad's mom comes and picks her up a couple of times a month, maybe even like once or twice a month, and she'll see him when she's over there. So me and her dad really don't have any contact, because I just don't feel like he's in a place where he can get her alone. And so whenever her Mimi, that's what she calls her, comes to get her, her dad will sometimes go over and see her over there and spend time with her over there. So that said, she doesn't really ask about him because she sees him, she knows who he is, and that's that. For Zara, her situation is a lot different. Her dad was out of her life very shortly after she was born, so I'm pretty sure Zara doesn't even have any memory of who he is. Of course, if he wants to come around and change that, I would definitely let it, of course on a healthy basis and with rules and stipulations and all of that. But she doesn't really ask, and at the moment both of them call my boyfriend daddy, with, you know, without any like coercion or anything like that, because I would never do that. So I'm not even sure if she thinks my boyfriend right now is her real dad. Zara is newly 4, so I mean, it's kind of hard to have those type of conversations with a 4-year-old. So yeah, she doesn't really inquire. She calls my boyfriend daddy, and as far as she knows, that's her dad. So I don't know. Okay, you guys, that is pretty much it for this quick Q&A. I know it went by super fast, but I answered all of the questions that were given. So if y'all want a long one next time, y'all better start leaving them questions whenever I ask y'all to ask me questions. If you guys like this video and want me to do another one sometime soon, definitely comment down below. If y'all want to see me and my boyfriend do a Q&A, we can also do that, because we haven't done one of those in so long, and I think even the old one that we did is now privated, just because that was a part of my old content in my old channel type of content. So if you guys want us to do a more updated one, if y'all want to ask us some juicy questions, definitely let me know, because I would love to have him on and have him answer some questions with me. So yeah, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, so that when I do another one of these, you can ask me whatever question you are wondering. Y'all can also always inbox me questions, and if I want to save it for a Q&A, I'll just let you know, like, hey, I'm gonna answer this in a Q&A, so stay tuned. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I have sushi waiting for me and a margarita, so I'm gonna get off here. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.